Flexi was about our breaking point. That's going to go over my wellies. Right, I've just got this dirty water pump to change. I think it's failed. That was the bucket it was in. See if I can scoop it out without getting wet. It's already been isolated. So it just pumps out through that pipe there. So it's obviously packed in. I've got a Karcher one to put back because I couldn't get a Titan one. So yeah, we'll just get swapped over. I'll have to cut the plug off it, wire it back into there. It probably invalidates the warranty, but I'm not that bothered. So it should nearly be the same. Well, it's just done a quick release on this one. Just pushes in, and then I'll just Jubilee clip that whole pipe back on there. And that's just your float that makes it pump. Just have to go back like that. That'll probably be alright. I really want to try and get that down lower, but I don't know if I can without getting wet. I'll see what I can do. I want to try and get that right down in that pit, sink it in the bucket, but yeah, it's going to take ages to pump out. That's going to go over my wellies. Freezing cold. Get down there, you. Don't think it's too bad. I'll get it wide up and get some pumping water. I don't know what that's for. Right, that pumps out there straight into a drain. So yeah, this will take ages to drop, but it's working. So I can't really set that pump any different because I can't get down, it's too deep. Yeah, that'll have to be alright. I don't know what that one does. Somebody's obviously tagged in there. We'll reset that wherever it goes. It's working now. So yeah, just let that pump. Right, that's got that job all sorted. I don't know if that's really a plumber's job, but I fitted it about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It was just a Titan one from Screwfix, but they didn't have any in, so I just ordered one from Amazon. They said basically the basement was filling up, so I guessed it would be the pump faulty. So yeah, got that one sorted out. I'm going to try and dry my sock out now, because obviously I have learnt on that job that one of my wellies don't hold water. But yeah, I've got about half-hour drive, so hopefully if I put it on the vents of the van, it should dry out. My next one is a commercial building with no hot water. I think it's probably on water heaters. It's just in 2 or 3 rooms, I believe. So it's either going to be a blender or a water heater. We'll go and have a look. I might not be able to film. And my third job is, it's actually like a mansion house. We plumbed it. It's one of my first jobs in an apprentice, probably 13 years ago now. New owners have just bought it and some of the underfloor heating's not working. It's all underfloor throughout, so it's probably going to be heads, or we'll have a look. I don't know if I'll be able to film out in there, but I've got my thermal camera, so I'll just go around and check it. I think some zones are working, some zones aren't, so it might be a zone valve or heads on the manifolds. I don't think it'll be out much. The house was empty for about 2 years before they've moved in, because it was a, you know, you don't get any mansions around here really. Anything sort of up to £700,000 don't seem to sell very quick. But yeah, we'll have a look at it and get it sorted. This one is, somebody's put a blender on and a thermostatic tap, so they're not getting any hot water through. What I'm going to do is take this thermostatic tap off and just pop an ordinary one on. Flexes, look at the flexes, about gone anyway, aren't they? So yeah, they're 3/8 connections or quarter, so I'm going to have to convert that back to 15mm. Got cold, hot. It doesn't need both, and the easiest thing to do is just change the tap. We'll get it sorted. Get the water off. Flexi was about our breaking point. Through it. Can't get everyone done. I do send you a spanner with this tap. These flexes hand tie only. And then don't forget that thing. You wash it and your thingy is back up. Just use my lines. Convert it back. Flat face in there. Nip them up first. You don't need to go mental. little bit of jet blue. It's no good. It's not tapping up. It's obviously too deep for it. It's using a new bit of pipe. The old olive was too deep in it. The old male iron, so. Jet blue water. Right, hopefully we're getting hot water now. Which we are. I'll get my temperature gauge out, but that feels about right. Turn that cold down a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Job done. Just check really well. No isolators leaking or anything like that. Make sure you ain't disturbed out. Should be good to go. Right, that's got another job done. I think what had happened, somebody had put a thermostatic tap in and then a blender, I don't know. But it'll never work properly because one's fighting against the other because it's already been blended down once. The thermostatic tap then blends it down again. Then flexes were about knackered on that tap anyway. So I don't know how long it had not been working properly for, but anyway, I've just changed it. So we've just got a standard mixer tap and a blender, and I checked to make sure it was between 39 and 41 on the outlet. I also changed another blender there as well. Because they were just getting cold water through, so that blender had gone faulty. So yeah, that one's done. I do like the in and out ones where you ain't got to stress around too much. Next job, well, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm supposed to be going to that no heat job, but where I was, when was it? Last week doing them iron pipes, I reckon the boiler room's still got a bit of water in and they're panicking. They're asking if I can pump it out. The problem is you can't really pump it out to nothing. Obviously the ground level's so high because we've had all these floods and stuff. You know, there's always going to be a bit of water in. They're saying, oh, do we need to get the fire brigade out? No, don't get the fire brigade out for a little bit of water. Trust me, I've had more than that on a normal leak. So yeah, I'll go and have a look, just put the mind at rest. They're saying it might trip the power. It won't. Trust me, it won't. The boiler's all up on plinths. So I'll go and have a look at that. If I can pump it out, I'll pump it out. If not, I'll just have to, I don't know, I'll sort it. And then we'll go and have a look at Matey Boy's heating. It's no deeper than it was. It will dry out. That pump is knackered though, to be fair. Just going to turn it off because I've got some of the flats. The one I couldn't get in the other day, which is just up here. And obviously all the radiators are full of air, but I'll turn the pump off. Just makes it easier to bleed. So yeah, we'll go and get him sorted. They are worried about this floor. I think that pump had been leaking a while, to be fair, but I've got a price on a replacement head. I think it's about 1,500 quid. So what can you do? It's expensive, isn't it? Expensive business. Right, I've just called round at that big house. A lot of the heads on the underfloor heating need replacing. It's not surprising, it's been in there a fair few years. I was there actually nearly 4 hours. One of the pumps is gone. There's a couple of basin wastes that need changing, bits and bobs. But the house was empty for a little while. Basically, I've just gone right through the system. I've got everything back up and working again, as I say, but one of the pumps has gone weak and we'll have to go through all the underfloor heating. been around with the thermal camera, starting to get some heat on, so he's happy, but he wants that sorting ASAP, but things take a little bit of time. I've just called back round at the flats where I was doing that heating leak. One of the flats I couldn't get in to bleed, so I just bled them and they're completely fine now. So yeah, that's pretty much my day done really. I've not really done much today. That dirty water pump this morning, I went and did that blender in the tap and just that underfloor heating. But yeah, that underfloor heating took a bit of going through. It's such a big place, and obviously just going around checking everything takes time, doesn't it? But yeah, sorted for today. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. I think I've got a little extensions first fix somewhere, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge and see if we can get some shots as we go along. This job I've been called to, it was a beeping pressurisation unit. What this thing does is it tops the pressure up if it drops too low, but it was saying basically there was a leak on the system. It's obviously been filling up. I've just reset it by turning it on and off. I think you can go on system data on these. So it might just needed a reset, to be fair. It could either be that or a leak. So yeah, we've just got a standard oil boiler in here. There's the alpha heating pumps, dosing pot, pressurisation unit, and then just a control panel there. So I'll have a look if any of the pipework go below ground. It all looks to go above. It all looks to go above, but we'll have a look. Everything seems okay there. We'll have to wait and see. So you can scroll through. Obviously it will start filling up at 0.8 bar. High pressure is 2.8, so it's used 601 litres, it's saying, and it's been filling for 0.6 hours, so it's used a fair bit of water. Set to these. You can actually silence the alarm on these, but you shouldn't really be filling up. I'm surprised it didn't trip the boiler out actually. Normally they're interlocked in. So I don't know where that's... Yeah, there's probably a leak on the system somewhere. We'll check expansion and stuff like that. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I'll have to have a bit of a look around. That 601 litres might have been when they were filling up there as well. So if it fills 25 times, it will go to fault. Leaking a main board. So yeah, I might just have to monitor it. If there is a leak on the system, obviously it will go again. But that was just a quick on your way home job. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. It may be one that I have to go back to. Site were just concerned with the beeping in the boiler room. They didn't know what it was, and obviously if you didn't know what it was, it can cause a panic. But yeah, I've told him to monitor it. Obviously if it starts beeping again, it probably means it's got a leak on the system, but at least by going to it and sort of getting your foot in the door in a way, if it is got a leak on the system, we've got a good chance of obviously getting in there, and it's obviously generates more work just by going and do that one job. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. One thing I would say is, if you come up with any suggestions of how I can improve the videos, I do like making the day in the life type ones. But obviously I don't know if they're that exciting. I suppose it depends on your point of view really. I do enjoy this sort of stuff. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions, let me know in the comments, and obviously I'll try and implement any good ideas. My phone's ringing again, so I'm going to end the video.